Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well this morning. I want to say I'm doing fantastic, so we'll just go with that. Some days I don't know how I'm doing, so I just kind of go with the flow. Now, I have my secretary here on the table right now. I have in my head 4 different videos I want to do. This is not uncommon for me, and that's why sometimes I jump from topic to topic to topic. If you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you. I want to invite you to stay, but you don't have to. I do these videos for myself, I think, so that I can habit stack doing a video and then proceeding to go for a walk. It helps with my speech. It helps with motivating me to get out the door. It helps me with my morning routine. And yeah, like before I took my channel down, I never monetized it. I live in Canada. The rules here are very different. I could monetize it, but I'm on the cusp of a certain pay level. If you even cross that by a smidgen, you guys, it's not worth the taxes. So now you know. I can't show you what's in this pocket because there's pictures of my family, and I'm glad I checked. But there are things in my secretary I need to update. For example, it is no longer July 2024. So she's got to come out of there. I do need something pink to go there. Just like I have something pink in the back here. So I do have this notes and things. And like all my videos, I encourage you to get something to drink. I encourage you to pause me and ask yourself, do you feel like playing? Because my videos aren't instructional. They're more about, oh, look at that. There's a September. My videos are more about playing than they're about anything else. Playing and memory keeping. So since that says September there, I don't know now what to do. Let's see. I could put that there. And why is this? Okay, I don't want to linger too long with that, but maybe I can kind of fold that in half, maybe, and just tape it so I've got a bit of pink and pink. Like that. Also, guys, I'm not a perfectionist. Not even close. If that'll bother you, I apologize. I'm a sloshy, slappy kind of imperfectionist. My intentions are great. My execution, not so much. It's probably because my head is always filled with ideas and I race because I feel like I'll forget otherwise. Sorry, that tape is very loud. Everything about my house and where I live is loud. Let me put this under the table. That'll be less loud. Okay. So what's interesting is that this video, I'm just going to see if this fits here. This video was going to be something else. It was going to be about something completely different than I already can see right now that it's not going to be. So I'll have to probably do another one tomorrow and make a note of that. Or, I don't know, because I do hour-long videos, if you're not aware. And is that my fridge? I have to go check and make sure my fridge door is closed. My appliances, you guys, are old, and I worry that the door is open. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Yeah, okay, so I like this. Let's see what you guys can see. I like this. I like this little hub here. This is from James Burke. I made this one. Let's see if I can put some paper behind it. Do you see that? Because my mom always wanted to have a bench done in her name. You know, when you walk by a bench and you see, like, when somebody was born and when they passed and whatnot. But she wanted it in a place that was extremely expensive. I mean, you have to pay for the upkeep of the bench for like 100 years or 75 years or something like that. Like, it's crazy. So, sorry, Mom. Couldn't do it. I updated this from 2023 to 2024, and we are down here. So I'm going to, again, use the heart system. Let's find a pen. To my side that you can't see. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Let's put that phone over here. Let's do some pink hearts, and hopefully I can find a ballpoint pen in this stash. There we go, but that one has to be... Okay, come on. Show me a ballpoint. There we go. I love these pens here. These I got at the Dollar Tree a long time ago, and I've got quite the collection of them. And they're so pretty because they've got bees on them and flowers. And if I've got anything on my hands, it's, I was painting, you guys, okay? So, we are in, and I'm just going to put September. This was August, July, June. What was before June? May, April. I always thought, you know how you get pulled over and they say, can you say the alphabet backwards? I couldn't do it. Like, so if they were testing for sobriety, like, I couldn't do it. Like, so I'd fail right off the bat. So I did start, and I put hearts for gratitude, and also I color them in if I walk. So yesterday was Friday, and I did not, but I still feel gratitude. So how am I going to mark that? With a square. I think that's how I'm going to do it. And then I just take my Tombow pen and color them in. And it's important that it's ballpoint, otherwise the gel ink will spread everywhere. Now, I think that square is wrong. I think what I needed to do, so where, here we are. I think, because the gratitude is the heart, coloring it in is the walk. So I'm going to put the heart, but no coloring it in, because no walk. And then the Saturday and Sundays are in different colors. And it's only on one side, but that's good because I have all of this extra stuff and it goes to December. So now when it comes to gratitude, I have a couple of gratitude books, and I think I showed you guys how, okay, now just slow down here for a second. Let me find it. I had a piece of paper in here, right here, where I'd punched it wrong. I had the evening routine and the morning routine. And I'm wondering if I can save these stickers. And I punched it wrong. So I'd like to save these because I got a stack beside me here of things that I wanted to talk about today. I don't think I've ever shown you this cover. I've had this cover for some years. It is a Bassi & Co. And in this, I have my gratitude books. And this book here has a lot of nice little sayings, like gratitude is the healthiest of all human emotions. The more you recognize and express gratitude for the things you have, the more things you will have to express gratitude for. So again, like everything else I've been doing, I've been kind of going through and using my ruler, if I can find it. Like I said, I don't know where my rulers have all gone, you guys. Oh, there they are. And like, I want it in my secretary. Because these kind of things I like to be reminded of. And I like the black on white or the white on black. And let's just go through. Now this journal, because that's what they're calling it. I don't know if you guys are seeing this great or not. I've had this book, I thrifted this book, but it has morning reflections, evening reflections. Let me get this tape off my hand. So it has morning routines. So it helps me. I like this. Consider your wake-up mood and how it will impact your morning routine. We all know a grumpy wake-up is the fastest way for a difficult day. To assist in waking up happy and refreshed, think about some ways to improve your sleep quality. Here are some suggestions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then there's morning routine templates, 24 to 35. Let's check those out. If there's writing in here, you guys, it's not my writing. Mindful tips. That's kind of nice. That would be nice to have in like a common day book. Which leads me to my next. See, this was somebody else's writing. So I've taken them out. But yeah, like So it gives you some ideas, like morning mantras, how you're feeling, big goals, the date. And so what I've been doing is like taking them out and then pasting them together. But I don't want to do like, this book is literally chocker block full of things. So I want to be very picky and choosy about things. 7 things to keep in mind. Go after dreams, not people. Love yourself and the rest will follow. Never lose your sense of wonder. You're capable of more than you know. No regrets in life, just lessons learned. Your only limit is you. Life goes by in the blink of an eye, so live life. I want to mark that off because it's going in my common day book, which will be a video to come if I don't get to it today. Now, oh Lord, Mel, maybe I will let's take off some of these over here. Take off some of these. I've got one on the bottom here. So I tend to read multiple books at a time. I have a book on being more organized. I have a book on, oh my goodness, I'm just looking around. Lots of art books, how to do calligraphy, how to do lettering, how to, oh gosh, you name it. Like, there's just so many things, so many books that I find that I thrift for like $1 or $2. The organizational book that I'm referring to, I thrifted this. This is like Organized Now, and I just put a pocket in the front right here. And it's a, keep forgetting about those stickers. And it's, I've made these out of some plastic, and it's just, I want to go through it, and I want to use, like, annotate it, do the sections in it. See, there's note sections, and try to train myself, because I'm a neurodivergent. So I want to train myself so that I don't feel overwhelmed. And I get like decision fatigue all the time. It freaks me out, to be honest. Talks about organizing personal spaces, storage areas, and I generally read, and you may believe this and you may not believe this. It doesn't matter to me what you believe, but I usually have a book or more in almost every single room except the kitchen. Although I have cookbooks in the kitchen. So I guess that counts, doesn't it? I have them all over the place. I'm sitting here looking, and there's not a spot that I don't have a book. Either to write in, I could reach out and grab like various different books, either books that I can read or write in. And most would call it clutter. To me, I call it life. So, this is a quote I want to put in a common place planner. Nature lover. I really like this. Like, why didn't I go through this a little bit more carefully? Gratitude. Well, I know that it can. Okay. Monthly moments. Okay, so I don't really want to linger with this, except it does go into evening plans. It talks about your body and mind. Love yourself. Finding true gratitude is learning to truly love yourself. Take a look at yourself. What do you have to thank yourself for? Analyze your personality. What are your strong points? What are your not so strong points? Why do you like who you are? Conversely, why don't you like who you are? Look at your body. Thank it for waking you every day. Thank it for allowing you to move and function. Choose 3 things that you absolutely love about your appearance. Why do you love these things? Appreciate who you are and give yourself thanks. You deserve it. I know this is very hard to do. And then it has like the top 3 priorities, today's mantra, today's focus, what would make today amazing, I am letting go of. And I'm just trying to see. I'm going to have to go through this book a little bit more and then talk about it some more. There are 3 ways to ultimate success. The first way is to be kind. The second way is to be kind. The third way is to be kind. Fred Rogers. A lot of respect for Mr. Rogers. Absolutely, and I believe him. So, and then this other book, this other gratitude book I found at the Dollar Tree. And it's basically the same kind of thing, but every day over and over again. So it's more of a soft, my gratitude vision board. It's a funny thing about life. Once you begin to take note of the things you are grateful for, you begin to lose the sight of the things that you lack. So there's a bunch of things like this that I love to cut out and paste down in a common place planner. So what I've done, getting to the point, is these are 2 resources, gratitude and being organized. Are 2 resources that I need in this book. So this one here, like I said, I hole punched it wrong. So I'm gonna remove it. Oh God, you guys, I have no strength. Okay. Now, what I love about I was going to say but it's not true. I love my secretary. I love the secretary because it molds to the papers I put in there. And it allows me to have like all these different papers and stuff. So I did take out some papers. I've glued a couple back to back. I'll have to cut it down, you see. But this way, like, I can cut like the morning down and then like punch it on the side of the morning. I also did like from the beginning. So here's daily gratitudes this way. And then I glued that one together. And then this one has all sorts of like words, which I'll get to in a second because I have another way of getting words to use if you're lacking words to write about in your journal, which is, you know, like I said, I have many topics. So I'm talking about commonplace planners, I'm talking about my secretary, which is a culmination of like my commonplace planner, my books that I'm reading, thoughts that I'm having, like everything that goes on in my mind, like a gerbil running around in a wheel chronically all the time. It never stops. This book, I write it down and then I can sort it out, you know, slow it down. Gratitude, I think, is one of the most important things for me. So, and then I have, that one's definitely too big, so I don't want to use that one. I have some, I think this one is springish, yeah, so I don't want to use that one either. This is Your Own Story. This is Okie Plans 2024. I didn't get any 2025. A Bag of Moments. This was the tracker I removed. It did say 2024, but it had 2023 on the back, so I took that out. And then, yeah, so I'm going to want to cut these down. And do I want this intro page? Probably not. I think that would probably go into my commonplace planner. And what am I going to use for my commonplace planner? Well, I was thinking of going into this book because I really enjoyed, it's upstairs right now, I really enjoyed the other book that I decorated. I did add a 9th book in here, which is right here, which is Inspirational Quotes. And it's funny because I was watching Monique and she had some campus notebooks on. So, of course, I had to dig around and look. And sure enough, I had these ones. This is in A4, cut line free. So it's blank. I like that it's blank. I thrifted it, or the pages wouldn't be cut out of it. And it's campus as well. So I like that. So this is 7.5 by 10.25. And then I have these are 48 pages, and I love these large grids. And I do have, yeah, I do have other books. So I love coming across books that have different grid sizes like this, because I can come along and say, okay, well, what do I want to use this for? And I don't need to use the grid, but, you know, like there's a lot of pages in here. This has, trying to see you guys, I'm sorry. It's probably right in front of my face. I have no idea. But I mean, I would love to journal in a book like this, you know? So this would be a great commonplace planner too. Like if I wanted to go up a size, because I have all these other ones as well. And these could be for like my drawings. So this came in a pack of 3. And it's funny because I was watching James Burke and he was using these for drawing. And I don't know, like I always look for different kinds of books. It says 1 to 2, so I'm imagining that's the grade. But even if I had like these here, there's enough variety. So I got 3, 4, 5, 6 in that size. And then of course I have this one, and I just love this. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm all over the place. I hope you don't mind. This one I got at Pharmasafe. That would make a great commonplace too. It's huge. This is definitely, it's got to be a B5. It's huge. But I love the drawing on it. So that, you know, there's 7 books right there. I mean, that would take me through 2026 and beyond. So I really have to come up with what direction I want to go. But for now, getting back to this book here, it's very important that I have a morning routine and an evening routine. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to take one of these pages and tape it around and cut. Just so I can punch it. Actually, maybe I don't need to. And I have, like, if you're a journaler too, and you don't know what to journal about, I have a solution for that too. So stay tuned, because I like to journal, but I don't often like to journal about, dear diary, my life is XYZ. I find that kind of boring for me sometimes. I'm not saying it always is. Sometimes I think like noting the important aspects of my life are really important. Like, okay, the birth of a grandchild. That's really important. But other than that, like, I don't know. I'm just going to pop some holes into this. Hopefully I can do it okay. My sight's not the greatest, you guys, nor is my lighting. Okay, so I'm happy to report that that looks way better than this one here. And I'm just going to, I don't want to throw it out because I can put that in a book. So I can put this back, but I don't actually want to put this back because I want to see if I can. Now I can't do multiple cuttings. I wish I could. We're going to lose something here. So what are we going to lose? So obviously we don't need the back of that. So like I could tape that or glue that, because I have to find the middle. yeah, if like, I don't need to waste that kind of space. So, like, I'm just going to move this out of the way because sometimes I love having these in there, and then I might like laminate them later. I need to get more glue sticks. I did get one from the Dollar Tree, and I haven't tried it, to be honest, but I do like to order them in bulk just to know I have them. So these quotes here definitely could be something else that goes into a commonplace book, right? But in the meantime, I take my book out, and it's seriously like my Linus blanket. And I'm sorry if I didn't get to the last comments. I did read them. And I did read a couple of you say the same thing. Like, your life sounds very similar to mine. And it can feel lonely, and I totally understand that. Like, I find myself every once in a while just like feeling that absolute sense of, man, I miss having everybody around, because I was the safe house. My kids brought their friends over. I fed them all. I just loved the noise of all the kids, and laughter and happiness, and it just brought me so much joy, you guys. And then one day, poof, they're grown up. They're off on their own thing. But twice in my life only, I've called my middle daughter once and my youngest daughter just the other day and said, you know, I'm feeling lonely. And they were like, say no more, Mom, come on over. And for that, I am truly grateful. Truly grateful. These things here are what I laminated, by the way. Like, yeah, I laminated these. Because why not? So, and then I could, like, if I wanted to decorate, I could do like the corners of the page, like just, for example, just the top, just like that, which gives it a more finished look. Oops, except if you do what Mel just did. That's okay. Do I have? I know I have the... There we go. It's like it never happened. So I have that. Of course, I have a big mess over here too, because I opened my secretary and everything's like bursting at the seams. And when and how did I start calling it my secretary? I don't know. Like, it's always with me. It's, you know, I like it. I like to name things. I name my raccoons. So I don't know. It's just what I do. Okay, let's see these. Now, I really like these, and I'll tell you why in just a second. So I have, okay, we're not putting that one in, we've decided. I'm going to move that out of the way. This one, and there was another one. Yes. So I'm going to glue these two together as well. See all these words? I love words. You guys, I could live for words. Sometimes I'll take a thesaurus or a dictionary. and pore over the words, and I'm so happy just to do that. I write them down and write the definitions down, and then I pronounce them wrong, dead wrong. So you guys think that I have no idea, and I'm going to let you in on a secret. When I was a kid, if I didn't know a word, I jumped right over it. I was such a lazy reader. I would read a lot, but I was a lazy reader. So now, as an adult, I have to go back and check what the word is. So, yeah. Big glob of glue right there. Okay. This one page is serving me well. I'm very happy about this one page. And I like how, like, the black is here. Because if I wanted to, I could take a gel pen and, like, decorate it. I don't know. And what I like about setups like these is that I feel like I'm doing arts and crafts at the same time as getting excited about something I can be doing in the future. As long as I don't say to myself, I can do that, and then stop myself and say, oh, I can't do that until I do this, or until I do this, or until I do this. Do any of you guys do this? I do this. I have a list of things I love to do, and I stop myself and I say, no, Mel, you can't do this before you do this. I don't know a single person that I've ever met, and I've dealt with a lot of elderly people, who has said, I wish I did more of my vacuuming. I wish I cleaned the bathtub more. I wish I washed down the walls or my windows or did my yard more. I don't know a single individual that didn't say to me, I wish I did more housework. So I don't know why I do that, but I do. There, that's better. Okay, so these are going to be thicker because they've been glued together, but I like that these gratitudes have family, ice cream, smiles, time, clothing, movies, money, like. So if I came along and I felt like writing, but I couldn't figure out what I wanted to write about, I could say health. Write about your health. Write about a paycheck. Write about a massage. Write about your pets. Holidays. You don't have pets? Write about the lack of pets. If you don't have a pet, what kind of pet would you like? Or, you don't want a pet? Why not? Laughter. When was the last time you had a really good, deep belly laugh? You know, the kind that you just can't stop and people are staring at you and you know you have to stop because, say, you're at something important like, I don't know, church, and you're like, or I don't know, like in school, and you've got to be quiet, but you just can't stop laughing. And like, I knew this guy named Keith once, and just to look at him when he laughed would just set me off because his whole body would shake and tears would be rolling down his face. And usually it was generally to do with something I said. And I never thought I was funny, but everybody thought it was funny because I don't know, I had a lot of dry wit. And so watching him would just set us all off, you know, and I'd be looking at him like, what? So I'm going to squeeze these all in here now, you guys. I have slit some of these pages. I don't really care that the tabs are not perfect, although I have found a whole bunch while I was on my collection. I think this went here, did it not? Yeah, well, I was on my kind of collection of my stuff. So I've got ideas here. This was like from a book. Kept that in there. Like I'm telling you guys, I have perfectly good stuff and I like the trash. I like the garbage. More thoughts and ideas. And these were like those pre-made ones. And then this is what I used as my marker, which obviously the holes got bigger because, you know. Then this was the morning routine. So I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna put that in here. And then good morning goes in here. And then, let's see. White, we're gonna do that. A bag of moments. Now, I'm only gonna put this in here at some point. I don't know. I have your own story. And I have holidays, but they're 2024, but that's okay. So, how do I want to do this? Okay, I think I'm going to put these in here because I'm trying to think of how I go through this. And I got these off at Temu as well. These vellums. Oh, okay. And then these can go where the calendar is. Let's make sure. There's a monthly calendar. Now, I did add these. I got these off Temu as well. Life is to be lived, to experience adventure, to travel the world, to learn exciting things, and it's too short to not. And Dr. Seuss, we're all a little weird, and when we find someone whose weirdness is compatible with ours, we join up with them and fall in mutual weirdness and call it love. Dr. Seuss. Or, in my case, you know, we could call it family. So, I am just going to make this 2025. I do have, where are you? Because I'm just going to be like crossing them off essentially. So here we go. I need the darker ones though. There we go. They call them bold. Except I wish they were bigger, but that's fine. We'll deal. Let's move you over a little bit. So all I'm going to do for these is come along. We've passed January. We've passed February. Why am I coloring it in if I didn't walk? No, I didn't walk, but I'm still upright. I'm vertical. There's air in my lungs. I have much to be thankful for. But the year did pass fast. April. I could have just put a line through it, and I may just. May. June. Like I just was off my planning game this year. And, you know, I'm grateful to Hobonichi in the sense that it kind of woke me up. from that. I wouldn't call it Hobonichi season, although people do. For me, I just think that, you know, I'm grateful that, okay, I can focus on something other than, you know, and here we are in August. So in August, I'm going to also put the heart, but it wasn't until September that I started walking again. Now, 5 or 6 out of 7 days is pretty darn good, you guys, when I didn't even think that. I don't even know why I've like marked that all off, but do I have something black? I don't know what color that is. Blue. Okay, I don't want blue. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just kind of cross it out, because not to say I didn't love the month, but I didn't really walk during the month, and also I didn't start walking in here. I'm just going to put walk. Okay, so we're going to add that in somewhere, and then also these important dates. I'm not sure when they are. Does it matter? Not really. They're like an indication, and I'm never really on the ball with them anyway, but I like them in there. Okay, so this can go here. Oh my God, you guys, I have no strength. This is crazy. Okay, so that can go up there. These can go here. And I think that's all I wanted to do for that book right now. What time are we on? 52 minutes. Wow, that was longer than I thought. I'm very happy with this, though. You know, if I want to do dailies and stuff like that. I do want to put some stickers in here, so I do want to take out... I wanted to put another sticker there, 2025. There's something about using the same cover for me that just gives me that sense of happiness, warmth. Okay, so you know how I was talking about words, you guys? I came across this coloring book, Word Search. I love Word Search. What I really love about it is not only is this one like a Christmas one, which gives me that cozy feeling, but look at all these words. I can journal all these words. North Pole, yummy food, apple pie, buffalo wings. Gives me also ideas for eating. Oh, like, I can't wait to go through this. And then I could make, like, even, like, I could do all of this, write all these words down and make my own washi. So, if you see these in the Dollar Tree, that might be an idea for you if you're struggling and you want to journal, but you don't know what to journal about. Like a memory about a snowbank or the sky or a cold, or let's pick another one, Jurassic Park. Did you see it? This is movie marathon. So Indiana Jones, the Terminator. Like, I just think this is this was like a great find. Look, peace, happiness, love, meditation, bliss, calm. This one just makes my heart soar. So I'm going to put that there because I can't wait to get to that. So that is my secretary. It doesn't have a pen in it because I took out my other pen, but I'm going to leave this one in here. And I did want to keep you guys updated with what I've been doing if you will, on, I'm going to just move some of these because I have a whole bunch of like inserts for my A6 size. I keep them divided in sizes like that. And I'm glad I looked through here because I almost ordered some tabs, so I don't need to. And look at these colors. Like, oh my God, what is that? And then these, I think, were 2024s. And yeah. What is this? Nom, 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 nom. Gosh, you guys, like, amazing. And then Oki Plan stuff. Oh. And just lots of stuff in here for different sizes and stuff. Anyway, I do keep baskets. I do try to be organized. Okay, so I was working on this, and I know that we're like got 4 minutes, and it's easier for me to upload if I don't go past the time. We still have to work on the dailies. I did tell you I was going to turn this into a common planner, and I like the idea because I can decorate each and every single one of these books, and like, it just thrills me to do that because I can be creative. I can draw a line down here, put whatever I want here, index it. I'm not going to be somebody who's in order. I'm creatively unorganized. And so because I am, it just thrills me. And I made the book. I love the little pug, the kitty cat, the girl squad. Like, this was, seriously, all of these things were at the Dollar Tree. And yeah, love it. So I'm gonna put this cozy thing in there. This notes and things. Oh my goodness, the stickers are sticking to me, you guys. Remember these stickers? I got both of them stuck to me, so we got to go back very quickly. Oh, I don't like those stuck there. OCD. There's one, there's two. Let's find where these guys were on before. Itchy nose. Okay, gratitude. Right here. Tell your story. Which really, I think gratitude does tell your story. And then go with your heart. So what I always try to do is put myself into somebody else's shoes. Even if I've been put down, even if I've been hurt by it, even if I've been misunderstood. And I try to go with my heart that way. I'm not saying it's easy, you guys. I'm saying that that's where I am in life. That's where I want to be in life. That's where I choose to be in life. And it's hard. But I think that unless somebody's really manipulating me, it's so easy to I don't know, be misrepresented. And I try not to be that person. I'm not saying that always is successful. I just say I try. So when I'm doing my evening journal, I do try to say, okay, you know what, like, I did try. I'm not saying that I'm a saint by any means, no. But I've had my cries over it, and I've had my pity parties over it. But I'm just saying that, you know, sometimes when I journal at night, I do try to do my best to see somebody else's side of it before I get, you know, I don't know what my point is. Maybe you understand me without me having to say it, but I just try. I think responsibility is very important. Sorry, I'm getting waylaid by a couple of stickers on my desk here, and I'm just gonna put them here. And I like to put in like these paper clips, just in case I need them in this book, right? Like that's the whole point, is, you know, I might need them. Okay, and like I said, I love this book because look at that. With everything that's in that book, I can still close it on the second one. Okay, so I haven't done the dailies. I have to catch up. I'm still, oh my goodness, yeah. When I'm working hard on another book, see, there's a third. So when I'm working hard on another book, I tend to leave that. But what I tend to do is I'll go through and use my wall calendar, and I'll come along and I'll just put one word. So say, all right, what is this? September the 4th. One word for September the 4th is appointment. 1 p.m. That's it. And then the day before, I'll do 9:30 with Catherine. And then Sunnyside Cafe. So once I remember one thing, I'll remember another thing. So it doesn't have to be like that. It can be simple like that. You know, yesterday was what I'm going to call a very low energy day. Yeah. When do we have our full moon? Sunday. So, if you find yourself getting behind, just use the one word method. So I recommend getting like a wall calendar. Your pharmacies will usually give them away for free. I peg mine up. I usually have two, one I show you and one I show everybody else, but I've taken one upstairs, so yeah. And then just use the one word, and then you won't feel like you're so behind. I mean, so I'm really happy with this book, you guys, and I have to share it, and you're probably sick of it, but I still have to share it because look at her. Like, she's getting crinkly and big, and like the tabs, and I love her. This is the difference between having a book with the wrong cover for me and a book where I've now invested time, energy, love. So I don't need to show you what you've already seen, but let's go into the months where I just came along. Okay, I have to draw the These are my balloon people, you guys. So what happens is inside of these balloon people are faces, and I'll draw them. And then up here I've just like used different paint to put, you know, and I love, oh God, I just love this. Oh, and this, you know, and that doesn't mean because I've painted it like that, like I can take a pen and draw over all of this, right? I'm just trying to see if I have one. I know I have one, but where is it? Because I just put one away. What are we at for time? 1:06. Okay, so I'm probably not gonna do it right now, but here's the pilot. But like everything, I can see the eyes and the face, you know, like you guys have seen me do this so many times, right? And I just love doing this, like it just takes me away. So I just put down some paint. Doesn't have to be pretty, but I can journal around it. You know, I love the colors, the cityscapes, and, you know, like I had some, what was it? Like I've been watching these people who can like do amazing things with a budget for like $23 a week. Like, I'm just fascinated that they can get that much food for $23 a week. So I just do this, and then I can come back and journal. Or if I do that, like, I mean, is that the greatest thing in the world I've ever done? No, but I could call it, like, I could find out what I was doing. What was I doing July 15th? Okay. Appointments, nature, and... Oh, I just smeared it. Okay, so there's a way around that. Where are you? Just going to go all the way because on some of the glossier, stuff with the gel, it will nature and sunny side cafe. That's it. That's all I had to journal today. That's it. And then on the next day, which was the 16th, I could write about, you know, I think I did a walk that day too. But then I did like different designs, and you know, these ones you guys have seen. Right? And then we get to August. And then I worked backwards from some point. So there I did some like self-reflecting on my birthday. Sometimes this happens, you guys, where the papers stick together. That's fine. Like, even if they, like, come apart like that, like, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I forgot to put the papers in between. Like, it's not going to kill me. You know, and actually it has quite a neat effect. And just to protect the edges here, I'll just add some tape and then flip her over quick so I don't tape the other side. And one more, I'll go under the table this time. And then come over here and fold it down. And then over here, I'm noticing this. Okay, you can come out. So, you know, no, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just got a little crinkled up, big deal. So I didn't do it on every page because, you know, like, obviously I wanted to have different, I just love this paper though. I wanted to have different, do you see that picture there, you guys? Or is it just me? Different opportunities for what I wanted to put in my daily pages. These were with the Distress crayons. And I think that was pretty much everything. But you guys, like, it takes a lot longer to do than you'd think because you got to wait for it to dry and whatnot. But anyway, I'm in love with this thing. In love. So I love the tags. I love the fact that, like, yeah, I'm so happy about it. And I'm so happy that I can now go on my walk, and that we did the secretary and gratitude. I showed you those. I showed you the word of the day to get yourself caught up. I showed you how I'm going to be doing this baby. Which is going to be not only my commonplace, but other things. And don't be surprised, because if I switch books, oh well, I switch books. And then, you know, like, I have books, you guys. Yes, I do. It is how I function in my life. And I also want to say a great big congratulations to Monique, who I'm very, very proud of. Very proud of. If you haven't heard, you guys, oh, please go to her channel and see what she's about to do. I am so very proud of her. She changed my life, you guys. She changed my life. And as women, we have to start investing in ourselves. And if you're happy for somebody else, they will be happy for you back. So please, folks, go see what she's doing. I'm so excited. Remember, we are all perfectly imperfect. You're all loved, needed, and wanted far, far more than you will ever know. Your potential is beyond what you can believe. And I believe in you. Have a great, fabulous, and blessed day today. And I will see you next time. Bye, guys.